3, 2, 1, go!
Hello Nidorinas and Nidorinos, it is KingNido here, and we are in Sirchester City where the Cinnabar Flare have come to town to try and burn the Sirchester Frost to the ground as they start out with Talonflame and the shiny Darmanitan, whereas the Sirchester Frost are going to start out with Cryogonal and Vanillux. The Cinnabar Flare will have that type advantage as that Floral Healing does fail from Talonflame, but Cryogonal is able to connect with the Anchor Shot onto Talonflame, even with that not very effective attack, but it will leave Cryogonal with the burn due to that flame body that Talonflame has, but a higher jump kick is going to connect from Darmanitan, and it is a one-hit wonder. A super effective critical hit gets the elimination on Cryogonal. A fantastic start for the Cinnabar Flare as Vanillux with the Glare is going to leave Darmanitan paralyzed, and the Cinnabar Flare desperately need this victory. They have lost their last 3 games and they are sitting in second last place as Galarian Darmanitan comes out for the Sirchester Frost. We have both Darmanitans on the field at the moment, as that conversion will change Talonflame's type to normal, and that Foul Stinger from Galarian Darmanitan is not very effective on Unnovan Darmanitan. That Bug Buzz, fantastic damage there to Talonflame as the Darmanitan from the Cinnabar Flare is paralyzed. 2 Darmanitans on the field is going to get confusing. They have very big names, as Galarian Darmanitan with the Vice Grip going for its fellow Darmanitan. How many times am I going to say that in this matchup? The Belly Drum now being performed by Vanillux is going to cut its health in half, but maximize its attacks. That it will definitely want to capitalize on that, as the Unovian Darmanitan with the Poison type move there onto Vanillux, and it's followed up by a Mud Shot from Talonflame onto G Darmanitan. That may be the easiest way to say it. It will also lower its speed stat, and Darmanitan avoids the Power Whip and goes as the Galarian Darmanitan with the Geomancy. It's going to start performing that on this turn. Again, this is such a mouthful with both Darmanitans on the field, but Talonflame gets the elimination of Vanillux. It is taken out of this matchup. Talonflame will get the recoil damage from that move, as Galarian Darmanitan is able to finish off the Geomancy, so it is going to give itself a fantastic stat boost here in its special and its speed stats, as Unnovan Darmanitan with the Octolock onto Darmanitan. It will try and lower its defense and special defense in between turns with that move, as we now have Avalugg coming out, and already the Cinnabar Flare have gotten 2 eliminations so quickly, but Galarian Darmanitan with the dual chop will get the first elimination for the Frost, taking Talonflame out of the matchup with those 2 hits. And its fellow Darmanitan on the side of the Flare is still paralyzed, as this will allow Avalugg to go for the Oblivion Wing onto Unnovan Darmanitan. Now that would have restored some of Avalugg's health, but it's already at full strength as Galarian Darmanitan continues to have its defense stats lowered. Now we have Flareon coming out on the field, as Galarian Darmanitan with the Memento is going to take itself out. It will lower the special attack and attack stat of its fellow Darmanitan, but take itself out unnecessarily so. It does make my job a bit easier, only having to say Darmanitan now at least. But the Baby Doll Eyes from Flareon onto Avalugg will lower its attack stat, as Darmanitan, the one that's remaining, is paralyzed, and this allows Avalugg to go for the Petal Blizzard on the 2 Fire type, so it won't be very effective. And already the Frost are down to half their team as Lapras comes out onto the field and it is immediately hit with a Moonblast from Flareon, as Lapras responds though with the Snipe Shot onto Flareon. Huge hit, but Flareon actually holds on from that super effective move, as Darmanitan continuing to suffer from its paralysis, but Avalugg now with the Fairy Wind won't be able to get the job done. Not very effective move there, so Darmanitan's still holding on, but Flareon with the Fire Blast onto Avalugg, but Avalugg holds on. It's got that hidden sturdy ability being on the home side. Avalugg holds on, which allows Lapras to go for the Bug Buzz and eliminate Flareon from this matchup. The Frost are trying to work themselves back into this matchup, but Darmanitan goes for the Crush Claw, finishes Avalugg off as that easy target is taken out. Now we have Magma coming out for the Cinnabar Flare, and Glaceon, another evolution in this matchup, coming out for the Frost. Grass Pledge from Magma onto Lapras will be super effective due to that part water typing. Glaceon with the Magma Storm onto Magma, so Magma is hit with the Magma Storm. Fantastic. Not very effective though. It will continue to take damage from the swirling Magma. That disarming voice from Lapras hits both Darmanitan and Magma. Again, not very effective on the fire types, which allows Darmanitan to go for the Gyro Ball onto Lapras. Doesn't do a great deal of damage though, as Magma is in the swirling Magma. So many repeated words. But Magma brings the Hammer Arm down onto Lapras, eliminates Lapras with that super effective move. Now Magma will have its speed stat lowered, but Glaceon has 4 fire types to contend with, goes for a Petal Blizzard, is finally able to take down Darmanitan out of this matchup, and Magma will continue to take damage from the Magma Storm, so it is being chipped away at. Glaceon though, 3 fire type Pokemon to contend with as Ninetales comes out onto the field. Immediately he goes for the Thunder Fang. It's a huge task for Glaceon. It goes for the Vine Whip. This won't be very effective on Magma, as Magma goes for the Octolock. We did see this get performed earlier by Darmanitan, so Glaceon will have its defense and special defense stats lowered in between turns, as Magma almost is eliminated by the Magma Storm. And there's those defensive stats being lowered on the evolution. Ninetales with the foul play, continuing on the offensive. A fantastic critical hit onto the evolution, who goes for the double edge. It's going to get recoil damage from this. Good hit there on Ninetales, but Glaceon is still holding on. Magma is going to go with the Psych Up, so it's not going to go for the elimination. That Magma Storm should actually take it out. So Magma is eliminated by the Magma. How fitting is that? There are now 2 Pokemon left for the Cinnabar Flare, and Rapidash is the last Pokemon. It comes out and goes for the Bulldoze, which will take out Glaceon. It's super effective on Ninetales, but Ninetales is able to hold on. So the Cinnabar Flare have ended their losing streak and gotten a massive victory here in Searchester. They were able to burn the Frost down and get that victory. This is huge. They will move up to 15th place. The Searchester Frost will stay in 11th, but this will make the task of getting into the Masters 8 a lot harder. Their next matchup will be against the Humliao Cascade. The Cinnabar Flare will be facing the Lumiose Lightning, but our next matchup will be the Bellamy Angels, who are trying to end their own losing streak, going against the Hearthome Haunts, who are trying to move up into top place in the next matchup. But until then, Nidorinos, thank you so much for watching. Let us know in the comments below who you thought was the best on the field. And if you enjoyed what you saw, please leave a like, share, subscribe, but more importantly, always remember, you are awesome, and I will see you when you see me.